I'm in Polyanka, but it was destroyed. This has to be another hallucination.
In this case, those who survive are either a mere statistical mistake overlooked by the creator-destroyer, or were left alive to contemplate the demise of their guide, because without an external observer, the punishment makes no pedagogical effect.
But if you compare the current apocalypse to the deluge, then we should be compared to Noah and the metro to the ark. In which case...
That's what you get for invoking rationalism to an underfed empiricist.
Stop referring yourself as an empiricist. It's inaccurate and frankly... we are not alone.
Everyone's alone, you old... Serdar Iskanderov. And you still think we picked enough mushrooms?
Sergei Andreevich? Evgeny Dmitrich? How? No, you can't be real.
Oh no, not this existential nonsense. Go back from where you came.
Polyanka was unlivable after the attack. All that remained was a graveyard.
Delightful to see you here well, my friend. Sorry for asking, Doctor, but are you all right?
Serdar, excuse me. I am truly concerned as well. But my meal has been needlessly delayed.
Apologies, Doctor, for avoiding the further drama. Can you fetch me the mushrooms from those shelves? My friend, tell us, what is this cloud that is so clearly hanging over you?
My wife, she's ill. She had a situation that her son died and could never bring herself to accept it.
Life is overrated, my friend.
Now she's gotten into the hands of some cavemen. They use a pictogram worm for a symbol.
Oh, those children of the Great Worm. It's a cult, a kind of...
Do you know anything about them?
Not as much as I would like.
And what about the place called Hell's Mouth? Ever heard of it?
No, but it sounds cheery.
I don't know where it is.
Serdar, over by the stack of the chairs in that corner. Drop them in the box here. That will be... Fine. Bring the mushrooms right to me, in the box, where I can keep an eye on them. Ah, yes. I can already feel the life flowing back into me. My esteemed counterpart, the kettle, please.
Oh, do you think those the one that is on those shelves? I'd help, but I'm so behind with my meal already.
Curse your villainy. Serdar, quick, I implore you. There's another kettle over there by the cabinet somewhere. Fetch it here. It's got little flowers on it. You can't miss it.
So, you've lost your way, but I think everything runs deeper than asking direction of two friends that you are not sure exist.
I've experienced things. The only explanation that doesn't sound completely irrational is that I've gone literally insane.
Every great discovery begins with defy from explanation. The lack of understanding doesn't mean the lack of sanity. Sildar, what about your past?
What do you mean?
The past. Was it ever a time when you had such disconcerting visions?
I wouldn't remember.
Absolutely not. I don't care if it's my turn. Sildar can go.
What's happening?
Despite your handiworks, the business with mutants on this station is sadly unresolved.
Gonzalez? They came back?
Yes. And had you blown up the station properly the first time, maybe we could enjoy a mutant-free meal once in a while.
You know, you're our guest, but should you entertain our last requests? The beasts you was fighting last are still here at the south entrance of this station.
Shouldn't you find cover?
You handle those beasts and I handle this one. The gate is just over.
No, I remember. This entire section collapsed after I detonated the charges at the gates. Some coping mechanism. But then why not academiciskaya? Why imagine myself?
here! They have got their own! We need load the game!
You're coming? Hey, I've got places to be here. Come on, man. Let's go. Haven't you made me wait long enough already? Any day now. You coming? Hey, I've got places to be here. Come on, man. Let's go. Haven't you made me wait long enough already? Any day now.
Tommy?
Don't play dumb. I know you've been avoiding me. Admit it. You couldn't dig up my dad's book after all.
Your father's novel. I discovered it digging through a stack one of the stalkers dragged through here.
You found it? Is it in your quarters? Let's go! Holy shit! I can't believe you actually tracked it down. That sucker wasn't even in print when I was born.
What was it called again?
The report. Some secret agent shit. Lots of smoking and screwing British spies for intel and stuff. My mother used to call it the other woman. After he died, of course. He got too pissed if she said it to his face.
They tried to evacuate the women and children through here, but the mutants were already waiting. So then where are the bodies? Or any signs of struggle?
Look, I know I can be a dick sometimes, but you know, not everybody would give a crap about hunting down some stupid childhood bullshit. I appreciate it, Khan. You're okay. This is your bunk, right? Christ. No wonder you avoided me. You're hoarding the entire public library in here. You found it?
I believe this is what you're looking for.
He wrote this when he was my age, you know. Never thought I'd see one again. Not after the evacuation. The very last piece of him. I owe you one, Khan. Thanks.
It sounded like Tamir had been waiting a long time for that book. Is that what kept him here?
You saw him too then. But how in hell is any of this possible?
You said this, not me. Everything is possible in hell.
I had a friend who said that the last war has turned the world inside out, and the hell is on the surface now. All Tamir wanted was that book. Is that why he never moved on?
You're surprised that the dead are as screwed up as everyone else.
Tamir was right. I was avoiding him. 3 days before the station was attacked. I knew. I was lying here in my bunk and I saw them all die.
Premonition?
I thought I had dozed off. Had a dream. And then after it happened, why didn't I tell them?
Why didn't you?
Warning them would have been ridiculous. They have already made sufficient fun of me, calling me Khan and asking how's past life and all of this. I guess I didn't want to feel like an idiot. And I ended up being responsible for their deaths. Whereas, should have I accepted that? All of that. All of what Yana believed in. Premonitions, misgivings, me being a reincarnation of Genghis Khan.
Ah, yes. Evgeny mentioned that. He's very interested in what our Mongolian friend has to do with all of this. Why don't you run back to him and keep him up to speed? Meanwhile, I will peruse some of your reading materials and see if anything catches my eye.
Ah, here you are. Did you see any ghosts?
It's either this or schizophrenia. Both are possible. As a doctor, I prefer ghosts.
As a philosopher, I am totally with you. One more thing I am curious about. How is your past life?
Right, that joke. I've been missing it.
Refresh my memory. How did you came to suspect that you was Khan in your past life?
Yana. She persuaded me to try hypnotic regression.
Right. Now important, what did you see when you were under?
I couldn't recall anything when I awoke. Yana and the doctor said I spoke of some... Wait.
Yes?
She said I described a ceremony, and I've dreamt of one recently. Khan was there. I mean, the other one, Genghis Khan.
And how did he look like?
Repulsive, frightening.
Now you tell me about the ceremony.
Was there maybe a woman involved in this ceremony?
How in hell do you know this?
From the good doctor's quarters, and I quote, "While often claiming fate had chosen him, many believe it was the abduction of his bride that most shaped the future the conqueror Khan would become."
You mean the Genghis Khan wife was kidnapped?
Didn't I just say that? His bride Parte was abducted, and in order to free her, Genghis Khan, then known by his birth name, Temujin, fought and won his first
It
battle.
was Yana in my dream. I might have read this book and forgotten about it. Frankly, gentlemen, perceiving this as a nightmare would make much more sense than trying to accept all of these ghosts and reincarnations and...
But maybe accepting it is exactly what you're here for. You have found this station, haven't you? Don't you think there's a purpose in that?
My purpose is to find my wife. And I don't see how this gets me any closer to it.
Okay. None of this exists. Fine, neither of us, nothing. Although I personally feel offended and slightly awkward about non-existing and yet casually chatting. Let's adopt your perspective. Maybe you need a closer contact with your subconscious that has the solution already, but you're too blind to see it.
Ah, clever. The Mongolian tried to tell him something once. Perhaps the second time is a charm.
You want to hypnotize me?
I'd rather see it as a summoning, but feel free to take it as hypnosis. Stand right here for me, in front of the fire. Would you?
All right. What have I got to lose anyway?
Here, drink.
Whether or not we like where it leads us, we reject our destinies at our own peril. Your mind prevented you from seeing something back then. I think it's time to find out what that was. Now, stare into the flame. Think of this fire as a beacon. It beckons you, its warmth, its energy. The fire will expand until it consumes us all. And in its light, that which is hidden shall be revealed. Now, focus your mind on your wife, Carl, and step into the void.
Fascinating. This reminds me of that dream. Of that dream I saw 3 nights before Polyanka fell. It also was confusing. Past intertwined with the present. Imaginary with reality. And then there was the future in it. A hazy, horrible future that came true 3 days later.
Then that doesn't suggest a memory at all.
Oh, it's almost like an amalgamation of experiences.
You just said that hasn't happened.
Hasn't happened yet.
Genghis Khan, you have returned to repeat your great deeds. We believe in different gods, but in the same truths. Oh, great Khan, you have shed blood before to establish order and peace. And now we have to shed blood for eternal peace to prevail. You might believe that this is your eternal bride, but Must love stand in the way for eternal peace? She must die so others can live. This is her fate. Don't stand in its way.
Petya, where'd you go? Here, Mama!
Are you coming?
The boys go. Gentlemen. Sergei. Evgeny. Into the desert alone, then. What does that priest from my dreams want with Yana?
Petya? Petya!
Petya? The boy followed her voice. If only I could tell what parts of these maddening visions are real or invented.
Mama, where are you?
I can't, can I? And yet, I also clearly do not have the luxury of ignoring what my senses are showing me. So where does that leave us? Petya! All right, Petya. You seem to know where she is. Lead on.
Petya, are you coming or what?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Ghost boy or magic dragon, this may not be my area of expertise, but one does not get to deny the planets exist because they've never built a rocket.
I'll be right here.
God, what a fool I am. The universe may be many things, but a liar it is not.
It's with your own knife that I am sacrificing this land. I am shedding her blood for a different god. But for our common truth. We are different, Oka, but we want the same.
No, this can't be.
We know what destroyed the world in the last war. People with too much power. More power than they were ever ready for. We will wash their memory clean with blood.
Yana, what is this place?
Can you hear me? Tell me how to find you.
You know exactly how to find her this whole time. But just like everyone else in this cursed metro, you are staring blindly forward, ignoring the past like it's never happened. And so, while you are chasing all the wrong shadows, the one shall turn!
I have what you seek.
Yana!
Akademicheskaya.
I'm back home.
He has to be in the station, she said. But this wasn't where she was supposed to meet him.
Cedar? It's Oksana. What's going on? Where are you?
Oksana. So you're fine after all, huh? Did you find your tarot?
I cannot touch tarot, Cedar.
Because you can't touch anything, right?
I'm real, Cedar. I still don't understand where I am. There's darkness, and it's my talking mind. And there's you.
You're trapped. And if this is what it's like for him, I must find Petya.
Petya? Is she real? Is she alive?
As real as you are. He's waiting for me at some station, she said.
Petya is still in Tretyakovska.
She'd follow Petya's voice through the smuggler's tunnel. I'll need to retrace her steps from there.
My medkit is full.
You were gone quite some time. What of Yana?
I saw her, in a way. The hallucinations, or what you call visions, I don't believe they were either. I do not understand what it's saying yet, but I know to listen now, and that's a start. Oh no, Oksana. Trouble ahead.
Did something happen?
What was that? Where are the guards? Come to life. No, not life. In my vision, I saw a voracious darkness devour Yana's essence. I'd assumed it was my mind's interpretation of something in the past. I just almost walked straight into the thing. Can't carry any more clips.
Little one can join the worm and be saved.
the smuggler's tunnel. I'm about to enter.
Do you copy? I said, get the fuck down here already! And don't give me any more of your bullshit about cannibals or witch doctors!
What's wrong?
They killed Max. Why? What did Max do to you, you scum?
I've already killed a bunch of these assholes, and I promise you, they're not made of fucking fairy dust, alright? Hello? Hello? Tasha! God damn it! Ah!
There must be something I can do for him.
Max! Can you hear me, my friend?
You Halloween-looking assholes couldn't have done it back when Akademichka was still a doer! Hey! Use your black magic to clean this shithole up! So I didn't have to piss away a decade kissing Hansa guy! The rest! The Nazis! Trying to make something that resembles civilization again! I did everything right! You fuck!
That infernal darkness. It's returning. Go hide! Hide now!
That phenomenon, it absorbed Max, or rather, annihilated him.
That's exactly how I felt about it. It's the void that you dissolve in.
He was in pain, and if his spirit was devoured, what does that even mean?
It's death, Cedar. The ultimate death for the likes of us. This is how it feels. Please, please, go away. Run. Cedar, the people you helped in the train yard, the ones lost in the dark, you understand what they were now, I assume.
I've come to suspect, yes.
All along, I've heard other voices, like the slave traders, the slaves. So at first, I didn't understand why I couldn't hear those people. That's when it hit me. You are the only one who's heard me since Alex and I were separated.
And with all the wonders you believed in, you didn't suspect.
In my defense, dying isn't something I had a lot of first-hand experience with.
I'm sorry.
I don't understand why I can't hear the voices of others like me. I can't, but you can. You hear all of us. You feel our pain. How do you get to that?
I don't know. It came slowly to me. It's when I stopped resisting it and forbidding myself to listen that I began to hear. I guess I just stopped being afraid of your kind at a certain point. It's when I felt sorry for you guys.
But here is what upsets me. If I can see or hear others, what if Alex? What if he perished as well and looking for me? What if we're trapped in our own worlds? Or what if he is alive but won't be able to hear me?
If your husband shared your fate, then chances are he is still in Tretyakovska as well.
When you reach Tretyakovskaya, do you have any idea where to look for Petya?
Yana last heard him near the memorial where I was ambushed.
Alex and I ran into many murders at that memorial over the years. You never met Petya, correct?
No. Yana had a few small photos, but even those were well worn by the time she and I found each other again.
Did you ever visit the memorial?
Yana wanted to go several times, but in my infinite wisdom, I convinced her dredging up the past was unhealthy in her state.
Who's to say what would have happened if you did? Every person who ever visited there tried to reach their loved ones. I imagine it would have been a much more popular place indeed, if they succeeded.
Shit!